some clout. But Pedro flexes on everyone with his outstanding first bounty of $382 million. There is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's Blackbeard. Not only is he out of the world without having a bounty, so let's talk about the highest starting bounty. Starting with Sanji, who had a respectable first bounty of $77 million, not nearly as impressive as Robin, whose bounty was $79 million at the age of 8. Next up is Zoro, who rightfully had a starting bounty of $80 million, but honestly, I think that jump to her next bounty of $1.6 million berries is even more ridiculous. Usopp, as far as the world government and the rest of us are concerned, had a starting bounty of Fisher Tiger surpassed that level on everyone. His outstanding first bounty of $382 million. There is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's Blackbeard. Not only did he without having a bounty, but he does get a bounty. 2.2 million is kind of pay the game. Subscribe for more. So let's talk about the highest starting bounties in One Piece. Starting with Sanji, who had a respectable first bounty of $77 million, not nearly as impressive as Robin, whose bounty was $79 million at the age of 8. Next up is Usopp, who rightfully had a starting bounty of $80 million, but honestly, I think that jump to her next bounty of 1.6 million berries is even more ridiculous. Usopp, as far as the whole government and the rest of us are concerned, had a starting bounty of the definition of God, but Fisher Tiger surpassed that level with his initial bounty of $230 million. Because Great Berry's God is a pretty quick way to get some clout. But Pedro flexes on everyone with his outstanding first bounty of $382 million. Bro is just him, but there is one person who blows everyone else out of the water without having a bounty. But when he does get a bounty, it's $2.2 billion. Because he just knew how to play the game. Starting with Sanji, who had a respectable first bounty of $77 million, not nearly as impressive as Robin, whose bounty was $79 million at the age of 8. Next up is Boa, who rightfully had a starting bounty of $80 million. The next bounty of 1.6 million berries is even more ridiculous. As far as the whole government and the rest of us are concerned, the starting bounty of $200 million of God. But Fisher Tiger surpassed that level with his initial bounty of $230 million. Because Great Berry's God is a pretty quick way to get some clout. But Pedro flexes on everyone. His outstanding bounty of $382 million. Bro is just him, but there is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's Blackbeard. Not only did he world without having a bounty, but when he does get a bounty, it's $2.2 billion, because he just knew how to play the game. So let's talk about the highest starting bounty. Starting with Sanji, who had a respectable first bounty of $77 million, not nearly as impressive as Robin, whose bounty was $79 million at the age of 8. Next up is Boa, who rightfully had a starting bounty of $80 million, but honestly, I think that jump to her next bounty of 1.6 billion berries is even more ridiculous. Usopp, as far as the whole government and the rest of us are concerned, had a starting bounty of $200 million. Definition of God, but Fisher Tiger surpassed that level with his initial bounty of $230 million. Because Great Berry's God is a pretty quick way to get some clout. But Pedro flexes on everyone with his outstanding first bounty of $382 million. Bro is just him, but there is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's Blackbeard. Not only did he become a world without having a bounty, but when he does get a bounty, because he just knew how to play the game. Subscribe for more. So let's talk about the highest starting bounties in One Piece. Starting with Sanji, who had a respectable first bounty of $77 million, but not nearly as impressive as Robin, whose bounty was $79 million at the age of 8. Next up is Boa, who rightfully had a starting bounty of $80 million, but honestly, I think that jump to the next bounty is even more ridiculous. Usopp, as far as the whole government and the rest of us are concerned, had a starting bounty of $200 million. Definition of God, but Fisher Tiger surpassed that level with his initial bounty of $230 million. Because Great Berry's God is a pretty quick way to get some clout. But Pedro flexes on everyone with his outstanding first bounty of $382 million. Bro is just him, but there is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's Blackbeard. Not only did he become a warlord without having a bounty, but when he does get a bounty, it's $2.2 billion, because he just knew how to play the game. Subscribe for more. Let's talk about the bounty of 80 million. But honestly, your next bounty of there is even more ridiculous. Usopp, as far as the world government and the rest of us are concerned, had a starting bounty of 200 million, truly fitting the definition of God. But Fisher Tiger surpassed his initial bounty of 230 million, because raiding Mary's squad is a pretty quick way to get some clout. But Pedro flexes on everyone with his outstanding first bounty of 282 million. That was just him, but there is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's Black. Not only did he become a warlord without having a bounty, but when he does get a bounty, he just knew how to play the game. Subscribe for more. So let's talk about the highest starting bounties in one year. Starting with Sanji, who had a respectable bounty of 77 million. Robin, bounty of 79 million at the age of 8. Next up is Zoro, who rightfully had a starting bounty of 80 million. But honestly, I think that jump to her next bounty of 1.6 million berries is even more ridiculous. Usopp, as far as the world government, had a starting bounty of 200 million, truly fitting the definition of God. But Fisher Tiger surpassed that level with his initial bounty of 230 million, because raiding Mary's squad is a pretty quick way to get to the spot. But Fisher reflects on everyone with his outstanding first bounty of 282 million. Just him, but there is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's Black. Not only did he become a warlord without having a bounty, but when he does get a bounty, he just knew how to play the game. Subscribe for more. So let's talk about the highest earning bounties in the world. Sanji had a respectable first bounty of 77 million, not nearly as impressive as Robin, whose bounty was 79 million at the age of 8. Next up is Boa, who rightfully had a starting bounty of 80 million. Honestly, I think that jump to the next Usopp, as far as the whole government and the rest of us are concerned, had a starting bounty of 200 million, truly fitting the definition of God. But Fisher Tiger surpassed that level with his initial bounty of 230 million, because raiding Mary's squad is a pretty quick way to get some clout. But Pedro flexes on everyone with his outstanding first bounty of 282 million. That was just him, but there is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's Blackbeard. Not only did he become a warlord without having a bounty, but when he does get a bounty, it's 2.2 billion, because he just knew how to play the game. Subscribe for more. So let's talk about the highest starting bounty in One Piece. Starting with Sanji, who had a respectable first bounty of 77 million. Not nearly as impressive as Robin, bounty was 79 million at the age of 8. Next up is Boa, who rightfully had a starting bounty of 80 million. Honestly, I think that jump to her next bounty of 1.6 billion berries is even more ridiculous. Usopp, as far as the world government and the rest of us are concerned, had a starting bounty of 80 million, truly fitting the definition of God. But Fisher Tiger his initial bounty of 230 million, because raiding Mary's squad is a pretty quick way to get some clout. But Pedro flexes on everyone with his outstanding bounty of 380 million. That was just him. There is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's Black. Not only did he become a warlord without having a bounty, but when he does get a bounty, it's 2.2 million, because he just knew how to play the game. Subscribe for more. So let's talk about the highest starting bounties in One Piece. Starting with Sanji, who had a respectable first bounty of 77 million, not nearly as impressive as Robin, whose bounty was 79 million at the age of 8. Next up is Boa, who rightfully had a starting bounty of 80 million. But honestly, I think that jump to her next bounty of 1.6 billion berries is even more ridiculous. As far as the full government and the rest of us are concerned, had a starting bounty of 200 million, truly fitting the definition of God. But Fisher Tiger surpassed that level with his initial bounty of 230 million, because raiding Mary's squad is a pretty quick way to get some clout. With his outstanding first bounty of 282 million. Bro is just him, but there is one person who blows everyone else out of the water, and that's